God is calling you. And this ain't just like some other video. I believe that if you're seeing this, God is calling you for something or has been calling you for something. But you probably don't feel like you're ready for it. You probably feel unqualified. You're probably doubting your own ability and being like, God, why are you telling me to do this? I don't have the knowledge, wisdom, or experience to do this. And maybe you know full well what you're supposed to do, and that's the reason why you're doubting. But if there's one thing that God has taught me over my walk, is that He will call you to a place, let you know what you need to do, and then along the way will help you find the resources He's already provided for you to complete what He has set you out to do. And a biblical example of this would be Abraham. God told Abraham to go to a land that he had never been to before, but He told him why He needed him to go to that land. He says, go from your country and your kindred and your father's house to the land that I will show you. I will make you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great, so that you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and the one who curses you I will curse. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed. Now clearly we see that God in His intentions was clear about what He was sending Abraham out to do. But one of the things that Abraham didn't know was that, yes, he was going to be a father of many nations. He didn't know it was going to be biologically, because Abraham was old at this time, probably like in his 70s, late 70s, early 70s probably. And when God revealed to him that he was going to have a child, or Sarah, his wife that was barren, meaning she couldn't give birth, was going to biologically give him a child, he wasn't expecting that, and he didn't even believe it. But as we should know, God is true to His word, and God is faithful in everything that He calls us to. Remember, this life is not for us. God gave us this life to glorify Him and represent Him and live in partnership with Him. It wasn't for our own satisfaction or benefit. Everything God does in your life, you need to look outside of yourself, because whatever He's going to do in your life is going to impact many other people. If we simply just look at Jesus, God used many people to bring forth the birth of Jesus, and from all those people, He built a legacy from. We know David as a man that sought after God's own heart, Solomon as the wisest man to ever live, well, except for God, of course. We know Abraham as the father of all nations. We know even Rahab, the prostitute, as the one who helped the spies that were of Joshua's group after he took on after Moses. Noah as the one who built the ark and restored humanity, all of that. But one thing all those people had in common was that they had faith in God. Their sole trust was in God to do whatever He called them to do, no matter how difficult, no matter how unseemly, uncertain, or how troublesome it was. When you trust in God to provide, to lead, you'll be able to do anything, because your trust in your mind is set on nothing else but who He is. Jesus called Himself the Good Shepherd. God says that He will provide, that He will fight for us, that He will lead us, that He will make our path straight as we lean on Him and not our own understanding. So I want to tell you that whatever He's calling you to, He has already provided what you need, not just externally, but also internally as well. As at the same time God works in the situations He puts us in to impact other people, at the same time He's working in or working out something inside of us. And as Romans chapter 8 verse 38 says, God works all things for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. God has a way more vast view of literally everything than we do. He knows how what He's calling you to do will affect the very ends of the earth itself. And that's something we cannot comprehend. And stop seeking approval from people. That's something we keep trying to do because we're scared that whatever God has called us to do will make people look at us stupid. But if God calls you to do it, that means it'll succeed. And that's where your faith is truly tested and refined, in the fire. And the more you trust God in that fire, the more He'll be able to soften your heart and help you to trust in Him more above all else, because you will be able to trust His character. Psalms 121 tells us, I lift up my eyes to the hills. From where will my help come? My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. He will not let your foot be moved. He who keeps you will not slumber. He who keeps Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is your keeper. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun shall not strike you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all evil. He will keep your life. The Lord will keep your going out and your coming in from this time on and forevermore. The Lord will sustain. The Lord will provide. And because you belong to Him, He will cover you. Even if all He blesses you with is the breath in your lungs. When you have God, you have all that you need. And it's important to remember we've been called to be a part of a purpose to save and restore humanity. And God is calling you because He chose you for what He's called you to do and be. So, don't sacrifice God's vision because of human. And that's where I'll end it. So, I hope this video helped you and edified you in some way, shape, or form. And I hope you have the great rest of your day, night, evening, whenever you may be watching this. And if you want to, subscribe. You don't have to. But if you feel led to share this with somebody else, go ahead, because you never know who may need it. And until next time, God bless.